Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
Welcome to Wrath and Story. I'm your explorer, Jay Jones, joined by my co-explorer, Andrew Dickinger.
Beep boops, that's me.
Oh boy. Okay, and our Servo Skull companion, Daniel Fernandez.
Howdy, folks.
I gotta say, these last couple weeks have been pretty educational for me.
Getting some nice R&R, some new enhancements and stuff.
Yeah, wait, you just been in the shop the whole time?
I mean, I guess you can call it the shop.
Well, you've got, like, new gizmos and gadgets.
I call it the Augmetic Station.
Okay, I mean, but isn't that, like, Dirty Sam's just, like, mechanic shop?
No.
Look, I like
Maybe
Dirty
a little
Sam.
bit.
Okay, well, what did he outfit you with?
Why are you calling him dirty, though, if you like
He
it?
prefers it. I mean, look, I've said it since I first met him, and he's never corrected me, so I assume he prefers it.
You realize you're his superior, though, right?
That shouldn't mean anything, right?
I feel like you're not a very good leader.
Now, okay, I understand that, and I did get some anonymous feedback. I can't imagine. It was from one particular soldier. Someone sent in some anonymous feedback that I was abusing my powers unnecessarily. So I went and I took some classes, to improve, to become a better manager, really to learn to motivate the team.
It definitely wasn't Barnaby. I mean, that's all I need.
What? Wait, why did you say Barnaby? Wait, you think it was Barnaby? Why would it be Barnaby?
No, I said it definitely wasn't Barnaby.
Oh, yeah. He loves me. But, I don't know why.
So can I talk about these augmetics? Are you going to talk
Well,
about...
what did you do in your class? I don't know.
Oh, no.
I feel
Now I want to hear about these augmetics.
Okay.
I mean, we were talking
much
about...
more important, and your time with Dirty Sam's is way more important than mine.
Listen, I just use Dirty Sam's space. He is dirty, like, all the time. I mean,
Yes.
he's covered in, like, oil and viscera, like, always. So
Viscera?
yeah, well, I mean, he works on people and machines.
Oh, my
Okay.
God. I
Is
didn't
there a
know
lot
that.
of call for augments like that on this ship?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a mechanic and a doctor.
I mean, I don't know, Daniel. Do you know of any weird robot people on this ship? Wink, winkety wink, nudge,
I
nudge.
mean, no, I know that he's a weird robot people. There's just not a lot of other weird robot people.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, there's tons of tech priests on
Oh
this
my
thing.
God, wait a second. Did you just assume that Dirty Sam also works on people, so he just rolled with it? Oh my God, you let that unlicensed guy stick robot parts in your body.
I mean, there also aren't a ton of tech priests. There's like only one official tech priest.
Oh man, I bet
on
you've got
Mars.
weird shit in there now.
I mean, I did most of it. I mean, you just turn off your sensory organs and then you don't do that.
You turn off your sensory organs?
Yeah, you just turn your pain index off and then you can't.
Yeah, all of us can do that. Normal people can do that.
I mean, it's just in your secondary lobe brain.
Yeah, right there. Right beneath my little Pop-Tart maker or whatever you've got going on the back of your head.
What's a Pop-Tart?
You never had a Pop-Tart?
It sounds delicious.
Well, I mean,
It's
we recently...
like one of the only foods that's left.
Yeah,
in
we
this
discovered
awesome
it on an
future.
STC.
Okay, well, the augmetics I got, back to topic, is an auger array. So it's basically a built-in Auspex. I can see everything now.
Oh my God. How much of everything?
Like the fifth dimension.
Whoa, that's way more than normal.
What?
What's happening in the fifth dimension?
What kind of aspects do you have? What is
man.
the fifth dimension?
I bet anytime we fail a roll, you can just look into the fifth dimension and we'll just know what it is.
That's right.
Perfect. I bet that's exactly what it does.
The second one I got was...
You got a cannon?
I got a cannon, yeah.
Oh, no, okay.
No, I'm sorry.
Well,
It's in
the
my
application of that is, oh man, what an odd placement.
I fire my heart at whales. It was part of the description.
So it's a one-shot
weird.
gun, basically, because then you just collapse it.
Oh, no, I have a heart, like, machine. It just makes more hearts.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
I don't think that's actually true, is it?
Well,
We're working on it.
I did get augmetic viscera. I basically replaced most of my insides with artificial parts.
Oh, wow. You
So
really
don't
went for
really
it, didn't you,
have-
buddy?
You just don't have blood anymore, or not normal blood?
Well, I mean, I didn't have normal blood for a long time.
Yeah.
It was mostly like an oily blood.
Wow, so you really tipped over almost to like, what, 75% at this point?
I mean, listen, most of the encounters we get into, we get brutally messed up. So I'd rather have just the parts easily replaceable.
You can just replace those with gears. Unlike me, who replaces it with an entire clone body.
Yes.
Are you really using a lot of gears still?
Not gears. We could just let him imagine that. It's
I assume
mostly
there's a
gears.
whole bunch of gears in there, just doing a little clickety-clock work.
But Augmetic Viscera gives me a +1 to my wounds and my toughness, which is really nice. I
that's very
also
nice.
finally officially got subdermal armor, which I said I had for a long time, but it was really just like I wore like...
Did Dirty Sam tell you that you had that forever?
No. He told me I didn't have that, and what I put on was basically just like another layer of clothing.
Ah, right. So that really wasn't doing it for you, was it?
No, but the actual subdermal armor now gives me a +1 to my armor, so...
Oh my God.
And it stacks with even wearing power armor, so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet because it's under your skin. It's like an endoskeleton. Did I get that right?
That's... Well, I mean, endo's inside the body.
Yeah, which it is.
I mean, it's still technically on the surface because it's epidermal.
But is it under the skin? Or whatever robot thing you consider skin?
Well, it's subdermal, I guess.
Boom! Got it right.
And then the last one I got was a reflex catalyst. It basically is like, it takes over when I need to move really quickly.
Huh. Like just whenever? Like if your leg falls asleep, could it accidentally turn on and skitter you across the room?
Like in dangerous moments when, I suddenly need to move really fast.
Oh, really? What if I threw something like this at you? Yeah! Wow, that was impressive. I mean, it was only a peach, and it was the only peach we had. You know those are very rare.
I'm tempted to make you make a ballistics check next time you try something like that.
Oh, don't worry. There'll be plenty of time for me to throw more things at him.
But that gives me +1 to my initiative, which affects not only my defense, but also my weapon skill, which is very useful.
That's quite a bit.
I need to get better at hitting people with things.
I agree. The more things that you can do with the greatest weapon in the universe is beneficial to both of us.
But yeah, that's what I got. So what did you learn in your escapades of somehow being a better boss?
Yeah, well, I went to take a couple classes and I learned a whole bunch of stuff. People have feelings, complicated feelings, and different people need different types of encouragement. I came out like a completely different person, you guys. Now, I skipped 6 of the 8 classes, but I got the syllabus at the front, which really just bullet pointed everything that I just mentioned.
Did you just bookend it? Did you just go to the first one and the last one?
Well, I wanted to be at the pizza party at the end. That's when everybody got the pizza. So, I mean, look, you just missed the middle part. You get the syllabus, you get the pizza party, and everything's good.
See, he's the boss, so he could do that.
Exactly. And that's how you use your power.
But
feels good.
But weren't the people that you would be bossing in that... we'll just let it go. Okay.
Yeah, trust me, it worked out great. And I got this diploma. It says my intellect is now a 4. Remember when it used to be a 2? It doubled again. Can you believe it?
You're bright.
Man, I mean, I'm very bright. I mean, I feel like I can see so many more things. I can investigate so much better.
What is 6 times 6?
6 times 6. Well, if you add one more 6, that's close to demon-y stuff, and we don't buy into that kind of thing, and that was something I learned somewhere. So the answer is not for your eyes, only for the Emperor, baby.
Is 666 a bad demon number, or is that just like weird old religion that has nothing to do
maybe
with...
that was in a data slate I watched somewhere.
It is actually the number of Nurgle.
Oh, yeah.
that's
right. We haven't dealt much with Nurgle, except for that first time we ran into a Nurgle thing.
And then that other time that we ran into another one of his agents.
And anytime you go to Taco Bell on the ship and you got to be like, I got the 666, I
That's
gotta
true.
go. Good joke. But anyways, my intellect.
Good joke. Really?
Well, my intellect says it must be good. It's double now. But yeah, I've got a 4 intellect now, and since I've been moving around and skipping all these classes, I've really gotten to stretch my legs on the ship. And this new heavier Aeldari armor is just really, I don't know, like all the stretches and squats I do, I feel stronger, I feel tougher, like my toughness went up by 1, so I feel great. Oh man, I'm ready for this next adventure, guys. Master Adventure is ready to adventure. No, I thought there'd be a shorter version of that. It's just the full word.
No, we've been struggling this literally for weeks.
Huh?
That your name, the name you gave yourself.
I mean, look, as the chief treasure hunter, I feel like the first treasure is to respect oneself, and I've adopted the name of Master of Adventure.
God, can we?
So we're going to Vaporeus. We're almost there, so that's good.
Right, the desert planet. Very exciting.
Yeah, the weird desert planet
That's named Vaporeus.
Yes.
Do you think they had that name before it became a desert? And they were like, it'll never get like this, right? And then, phew, careful what you wish for, am I right?
I don't really know much about the history of the planet, to be perfectly honest.
Probably like a Imperium ship named it. They're like, yeah, Vaporeus is shit.
Can I do a scholar check on the?
Yeah, actually, you can. Yes.
Yes. What was the difficulty, by the way?
Difficulty was 3.
How you feeling about that scholar check, buddy?
I mean, I definitely passed, but I also rolled a 1 for my wrath die.
So he deletes all of the content on all other known desert planets.
No, I'll just take a ruin.
Shoot.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to delete all the other planets in his memory?
Nah, I'll just take another ruin.
Damn it.
Yeah, we'll just do that because I can't really think of anything that would happen from you researching right now. So.
Okay, well, I do learn about the history of the planet, though. So.
Okay. So the planet of Vaporeus was way, way, way back. Some terraformers landed on it, trying to terraform the planet. It's a desert planet.
So they named it, like, envisioning what it could be.
I suppose so, yes. There are even like empty seabeds there, so it might have had water at one point. But there are a couple of oceans on the planet, but they are so salty as to like kill you immediately.
That is crazy salty.
So they tried to terraform the planet, but it just didn't work. Their machines eventually just all broke down. They lost contact with everybody else. And then in recent times, when people have gotten back in touch with them, they've regressed to a more feudal society, but they live in little cities scattered around the planet, and their leaders are it's some sort of religious leader. There hasn't been too much contact with them, but there are religious leaders that supposedly have power over water, and that's why they're the leaders on the planet.
Well, not very effective, am I right? All salt water. Not good.
I mean, if it's like lethal salt water, though, then it's potentially very dangerous.
Weaponized water. Interesting.
Yeah. So besides that, it's sort of doesn't have any useful things. There's copper on the planet. Looking at like the resources, there's copper and there's sand, and there's a couple of mountains.
Wow, giveth and taketh away. You love the copper and you hate the sand. How interesting, right? You know, you're a machine guy. You get all hopped up on copper.
I don't have gears.
Oh, you know, like a couple of them in there, like a little clock. You're like a clock man.
Like some of the outer components, maybe, but like I don't have them in me. I'm not a clock man.
You don't have any copper wiring?
I do have that.
There you go. And some of it's in the shape of like a tiny.
Well, let's
tiny
just
gear.
hope those people on the planet don't find the STC for, this thing that I read about. It's called Super Soaker. Apparently it's a water weapon of immense power.
Oh my god. And if it harnesses that salt water, holy crap, these super soakers could be next level. That's terrifying.
We've been given authority to go down to the planet and find the temple and get out of there with the readings. Though we do have a meeting with Susan before we go down there.
Oh, what? We gotta meet with Susan? Why?
I mean, you can just use all your new boss knowledge.
I already went to the class. What do I need to go meet with Susan for?
Well, she said she needed to talk to us about financial matters.
Oh, that sounds painful.
That sounds like something that you can do yourself with all
Look,
of your
I'm
boss
just the
powers.
chief treasure hunter. I'm not meant to deal with, like, money things.
That's literally exactly what that means.
What? Why would you say that?
You've named yourself the person who finds money.
No, I find treasure. It's different, clearly. Like, statues and gold pieces. Listen, we should...
Literally one of those two examples was money.
Get this meeting over with Susan. She's a very nice human being, I'm sure sometimes, and this will be great.
So do we want to head over to her office? Is there anything that we need to bring?
Oh, God, what should we bring?
Should we go fully armed?
I feel like we shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm going to be fair, though. That was my first thought as well. Now, what if we come at this a different way?
Let's bring the peach.
Yes! She might like a peach.
Where did you get the peach?
Oh, I traded it. I traded something for it, and I got the peach.
What did you give up?
Where did you find peach? Who had peaches?
Oh, I loaned somebody my spirit stone for a while.
Did you get it back?
Oh, yeah, I stole it back.
Oh. For a peach?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, they're pretty rare.
I'm allergic to peaches.
You're allergic to peaches?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that, Daniel.
You're a skull.
Yeah, how is that even possible?
Yeah, there's just something about the chemicals in peaches.
It just like touches
no-
your bone and then it's just like
Yeah,
goes
exactly.
nuts.
I get like bone hives. It's weird.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Did not even know that was a thing.
Yeah, well, we should take this dirty peach from the floor and give it to Susan. I think she'd really appreciate it.
Let's wash it off a little bit at least.
We do have a sink.
Yeah, we do. Let's wash it off. Oh, man.
I wash off the peach.
What an interesting water sound. All right. Well, we've washed that peach off now.
All right, so then we head over to the meeting with Susan.
Oh, yeah. Should we prepare ourselves? Like, what are some financial numbers we should familiarize ourselves with? Like
6 times 6.
6 times. Look, I already passed that test. Okay. There's revenue, and then there's
That's not a number.
cost,
That's a word.
Revenue and cost. Cost drivers.
He's trying, Daniel.
I think I got this. I was in the syllabus. I swear.
Was it an econ class you took?
Oh man, I don't even remember what the name was. But I promise, really, really short syllabus, and that's what I appreciated the most. So let's get in there.
So we head over towards Susan's part of the ship, and you just see lots of scribes and whatnot running around with paper, giving notes to each other, and just doing, I don't know, weird financial stuff that I don't quite understand.
Hey, scribe, get over here. Get over here.
Yes, sir.
What are you working on right there?
I have to. I'm in charge of bribes. I can't.
Do you mind if I borrow that piece of paper that you're working on right there?
No, you may not.
Why? I just need to borrow it for a meeting. That's all.
I'm sorry. I have to make a delivery. I'm sorry, sir.
Oh
And
man!
it just runs off.
I figured we could borrow it for the meeting. You know,
To
like
do what?
show like some finances we've been working
We
on.
have 3-dimensional displays.
We do? Of that? Can you copy that?
And I press the button and the PowerPoint app comes up in 3 dimensions.
Oh,
as a hologram.
yes.
Did you make a PowerPoint for this situation?
No, it's just the app. It's just the home screen for the app. It
And
says,
if there's anything we're good at doing, it's crunching a PowerPoint presentation.
It says create blank presentation, Daniel.
Do we have any templates?
Oh, what kind of templates are we working with?
The only templates we have are Starwipe templates.
Oh, man, with the
Is that
skulls.
a template?
It is now.
Oh, you created your own template?
Of course.
Does it have the skull star wipe in it?
Every time you do, it just automatically.
Perfect. Okay. Maybe fill it with numbers. Just do like a random generator
That's
in there.
not how... Let's just go into the meeting.
All right, fine.
There is a secretary who is sitting at a desk glaring at you two when you come in.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, hello.
We're here for the meeting.
Yeah, we're here to meet Susan.
Oh, you're Miss Calvin's 23 o'clock.
Miss Calvin? Susan
she
has
has
a
a-
last name?
Or is that her first name?
Hold
Or is
on.
it a middle name and then there's a third name in there?
Her name is Susan Calvin. I said that like when you met her a while ago.
Daniel, are you sure about that?
We don't remember names.
Yeah, what are you talking about here?
Okay.
You've been with us for a long time.
I know you don't remember names. You couldn't even remember the.
Wait a
Never
second.
mind.
Daniel, did you ever tell us that you had a last name? I'm just thinking about that right now.
It starts with a B.
A B.
Barnabas.
Feels like something I say randomly every now and then at the beginning of these recordings. I'll remember it later.
Miss Calvin is running a little bit behind schedule. Please, you'll have to wait for her.
Oh,
Please
she's
take a
super
seat.
busy. Well, then, you know what? We should probably just come back at another time. 'cause
Reschedule.
Holy crap. Yeah, we've got a busy day in front of us as well. So, you just pencil us in to maybe, what do you think? Couple months from now?
That's stretching it a bit. I think maybe next year.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, we could be out on this next adventure for quite a while. So we really miss her. I mean, we really hope she has a great time doing all these finances, and we'll
A
we'll see you
person
later.
is now walking out of Susan's office weeping, and going towards the door.
Good. Is
That must have been a good meeting.
Yeah, probably was.
Miss Susan Calvin, we'll see you now.
Great. Cool. Wow. Good that the schedule's opened
I
up.
pushed Jay in first.
Oh.
Susan's room is very large, relatively dark, not very well lit. The walls seem kind of padded. I don't know. It's a weird place. She has a couple of, I don't know if she made trophies for herself or got awards or something for
Wait,
jobs.
I
but
want to
there
know
are-
what these trophies look like.
And what they are of.
Mostly just like sort of vague, sort of geometric looking things, like just like a bunch of like spires coming together that says like,
reward for excellence.
Yeah, exactly. Reward
41,000 something, whatever the year is.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
things
a bunch
like
of
that.
crystal statues.
Yeah, stuff like that. She has a little bit of abstract looking art on the wall. I don't quite know what that is.
Never thought she'd go in for art. She seems very by the book kind of person.
What if it was like a picture of just a book?
It's just a deconstructed book.
It's just a book.
That's made abstract. You know that tracks. There's lots of linear shape.
Please take a seat.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
How are you doing today, Susan?
It's been a heck of a day, but I'm
man.
glad that we're not in that murder dimension that you took us to.
Yeah, well, some might say like guided us to the next Servo the Treasure, but yeah, sure, that we took us to.
Got us a lot of extra staff.
Yeah, a lot of extra staff.
Yes, I've been processing that in the new staff. It's actually ended up costing us more than it is benefiting us. But we've had to lay off a couple of the duplicate staff. That was one of the people who
Man, that
I
must
just
be like
was meeting with.
an accounting nightmare because they're the exact same name. I mean, like, do you add like old or young to the front of it?
I mean, it's not even just the name. I mean, they're literally the same person.
Yeah.
That's what the accounting department has been telling me.
Well,
but
now, Susan, couldn't you technically feed the younger ones and the older ones technically get it later on, right? Couldn't that work?
Is that how time works?
I'm trying to think.
I just want to say this before we go any further. These are not questions I had to answer before you joined our crew.
Right? But look at all the experience. Look, I imagine, think about it. You're going to get a crystal trophy over there like a year from now who effectively managed time-breaking scenarios. And it's going to be like, a guy doing a backflip off of a waterfall. It's going to look great.
All right. She stands up and is walking around the room a little bit, not really looking at you, actually sort of looking at the art and some of her trophies. Do you know how many thrones it cost to go into the processional of the damned?
Thrones. Is this like a trick question? Right, thrones is the currency.
Are you kidding me?
Here we go. Okay.
No, don't say a number.
You sure?
It's wrong.
I mean, I got one
Wrong.
in my head.
I mean, a number is better than a non-number, I suppose. You might just say a word.
I'll say a number. Here, whisper the number you were thinking of in my ear.
No, I don't want to say. I feel embarrassed.
Just whisper it in my
I mean,
ear.
like, is 65 low?
Oh God! All right, just
Too high?
6 million.
I lost 500 billion thrones because of your escapade. Once you factor in the all of the difficulties, the damage to the ship, the processing of new crew, the loss of crew, and the fact that our ship was busy doing that instead of much more profitable activities. Because you will note, we got nothing out of your little adventure. We got some more staff that is more difficulty than it's worth, and no treasure. I believe that's your job, is to find treasure. Is that right?
Yes, technically, but sometimes I subscribe to Master of Adventure, and what an adventure, right?
Andrew glares directly at Jay.
I feel like we're all pretty fulfilled by that. I mean, that can really hold us over when we lose, what was it?
Wait, so do you know
what was it, $1 trillion? That's less than
half a trillion.
Oh, that's not even that bad. It's not even a full trillion.
Wait, hold on a second. Whisper in my ear how much you think half a trillion is.
Well, it's less than $1 million for sure, right?
No.
Million's a big number.
No, it's 500 billion.
Huh? Sorry? Sorry, I blacked out there for a second.
Yeah, it's literally the number you were thinking of, but it's more incomprehensible than you can think of.
So.
Yes. So,
Well, we're very sorry about that.
oh, yes. And you may say that, it's a grand adventure. That may fly for Hardin. But I will have you know, once you start seeing the red that you are making us have, we are bleeding thrones because of you. And he's not going to be fond of you anymore. He's going to see things my way. Now, I will say this. You did find that treasure ship.
Yes.
That was good.
We also did find that extra random ship out on purpose. We found it. So we have that extra ship. So we
Yes.
can technically not find anything.
Yes, no, that was factored into the half
really?
a trillion
From the half a
loss.
trillion?
Yes. Do you realize how much work needs to be done to make that ship like actually usable as part of the fleet?
But it's more like a long-term thing where it's now it will be a part of the fleet. You gotta,
No, you guys talk a lot about long term. We're going to find this magical pearl that's going to make us rich beyond our wildest dreams.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm starting to think that's not the case. And to be perfectly frank, we're not going to be able to afford to keep going on your crazy little treasure hunts unless we start making some actual money as part of your treasure hunts.
I mean, I'm sure it's only like one more trip. One more trip.
Probably one more trip. I mean, but who's really factoring money into treasure hunts, right? I feel like those two are exclusive of one another, right?
They're directly connected, or at least they're supposed to be.
Oh, right.
This is the thing I was telling you about.
Yeah, this is what you were saying
Treasure
before.
is money.
That's making more sense now.
I said it the same way.
Now,
So-
while we're on the topic, how do you feel about expensing pillows? We've used a lot of them lately. Like, do I to submit that to one of the guys outside or
bring
directly
that
to
up?
you? Well, I figured this is the perfect time. I mean, my expenses have just been sitting there. They haven't been approved for months. Now, to be fair, they're still sitting in the room, but I don't know who to take them to.
That explains a couple of things. Look, I believe Hardin even spoke to you before we entered the Processional of the Damned about how you needed to start making money.
Yes.
And that when we went inside the Processional, you were supposed to find ways to make money.
Right?
Yes.
And you didn't.
True.
Now, you're going to another planet. And I want to make this very clear. Hardin may not realize this, but you need to make us money. You need to find us resources. You need to establish trade routes. You need to find treasure. Okay? You can't just keep finding pieces of a map.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Well, I
understand.
think, I mean, Andrew, you think this planet, this Vaporius planet, that's just a desert planet, that'll have just a whole ton of treasure, right?
You know, I'm feeling like a comeuppance moment about something I said the last time we spoke. About where we were going and how much of an advantageous...
Now, there are no established trade routes with Vaporius. No rogue trader has been able to successfully establish a trade route with the planet. That means they're a prime market.
Okay.
Now, from what I understand, you are going to be the ones going down to the planet.
That's
Correct, yeah.
Now, rogue traders in the past have had difficulty negotiating with the leadership on the planet. Some of that negotiation went violently wrong for them.
Because they're religious and they think they can control water.
I don't know.
Oh, well,
Yes.
I learned that, apparently.
He did. He read it in a book.
Fascinating. All I know is this. You need to find us. Not just me, us. You're doing this for us. Money. Somehow, you need to make us money. Or, well, you're not going to be able to be here much longer.
Ah,
Well, that's a very serious situation.
Now, I
Absolutely.
understand that we are both members on the Command Council,
Right.
but I will have you know I have quite a bit of seniority. And Hardin listens to me.
uh-huh.
He may not be fucking me like he is with Kalia, but I still hold quite a bit of sway with him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, I think, Susan, these were all excellent points. And I have one last thing to add. I'm just going to set this right on your desk right there. That one's just
What is that?
for you. That's it's just a little peach.
I pull out a
little peach right there.
little handkerchief and shine
You
it a
just
bit.
shine it right up, and that peach is all yours, Susan. We don't need to put it on the books. Nothing like that. All yours.
Heard you like peaches.
Yeah.
Are you bribing me? with
No,
a piece
no.
of
This
fruit?
is a gift. This is a gift. It's not a bribe. We're just saying, hey, we've got some wins. We got you this peach.
Now, hold on. I mean, technically, we did just see one of your scribes go by that's literally like the master of bribes.
Yes, bribes are a very important part of running a rogue trader dynasty.
Yes. So don't think of this as a bribe. Think of it as a gift of our appreciation for you.
Yeah, we could open up a whole gift arm, like of the business. Wouldn't that be great? Where as a rogue trader, we're just gifting people stuff. I feel like that would help your ledger quite a bit.
I feel like you don't understand anything that I do.
Oh, come on. I feel like, right? Don't you think like a gift wing? That'd be great.
Wait, do you not like peaches?
Yeah.
I mean, Daniel's allergic to it, which
Yeah, that's
he gets,
true.
I mean, like bonitis or something. But
Which is definitely didn't factor in why we're giving you this peach, but I mean, it's definitely an upside.
Thank you for the peach. She picks it up, she opens a drawer on her desk and puts it in there and closes it.
Oh, wow. You think it'll ferment in there?
You're
I don't know much
welcome.
about peaches. Well, Susan.
Do you have anything else you want to add? I feel like I did a lot of talking in this meeting.
Well, I guess the trade route sounds very important, and we're going to take it very, very seriously.
Seriously, yes.
And
Admittedly, hopefully you need to trade with them if they have something worth trading for.
I'm sure we will find something.
what do you think they could possibly have on the planet that we'd want? Like, if nobody's established a trade route,
I have a plan.
your plan is what?
I have an idea of what we could get.
That they have? I mean,
Yes.
all we know is they've got copper and they've got sand. Do we need sand?
No, I mean, there might be something hidden.
Hidden?
Yeah.
What? You just assume there's something hidden on this planet?
We can discuss this not in here.
What if there isn't anything hidden? We need a plan. We're gonna get fired.
Excuse me. Did I just hear your plan was to find a hidden thing on this planet? That is your plan.
No. There's way more to it than that. Okay, so
He meant the hidden financial opportunities.
yeah, well, okay, yeah, it plays into that. Now hear me out. I have an idea. So they've tried to terraform this like for a while, and it didn't kick in, right?
Sure. I'm not an expert on Vaporeous history. It's a dirt ball in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, well, I am. And
How lovely for you.
and I can tell you that they spent many a year trying to terraform this planet, and it didn't take. Now, my theory, as being an adept of Mars, is that there is some kind of built-in interference into the planet that's causing it to not take.
We are really banking a lot on this gut feeling you got, buddy.
You can call it a gut feeling. I call it carefully calculated.
Is that what they call that? On Mars?
That's right.
You know this could cost us our jobs, right?
Well, I have a feeling there's not only a copper supply there, which is very useful in electronics, but also potentially a whole supply of terraforming gear and a hidden something that is preventing it from being terraformed.
And that hidden something is definitely not something we're just randomly as hoping is there. It's definitely a financial opportunity we're going to reveal to you next time.
Hope is the first step to disappointment.
Yeah.
It's not hope. See, I am an adept of Mars, and I carefully calculated that there must be a cause for that effect.
And just for a moment, you all feel a little bit of nausea as you leave the warp.
Oh,
It's a good thing I can just turn that off, you know.
yeah, that's great. Great for you.
Okay. That was a warp jump that we just made, I suppose. I guess we must be there.
Well, we've got a lot of financial opportunities to take advantage of, and I'm feeling really good about this meeting. So,
Best of luck. It's
Thanks.
been great talking to you two.
yep,
Thank you.
You're great, Susan.
You three. I'm sorry, Daniel. Yeah.
Well, we'll see you later, Susan. Always good. Always good times.
All right. Have a good day.
Oh, she is terrifying. Oh my god. Like, I thought demons were bad, but is she a demon? I'm pretty sure she's a demon.
Like a financial one?
She's just a mean lady.
I mean, look, I think we're being I hate to say this. I did not know we cost the entire Rogue Trader ship team group $500 billion, which, as you said, is way more than 1 million thrones. That's a lot of money. How are we going to make that much money back? I mean, how much do you think this gemstone is worth? And I don't even think we're going to make it that long to get the gemstone. They're going to fire us before that.
I mean, we don't have to make them back $500 billion right now. We just need to start making some stuff back.
Yeah, okay, as long as we make out, several hundred million? That's still way more than we've ever found.
And here's the thing. Maybe we could just stall her. Maybe we could just find this map and just hope that...
Does it look like we can stall her, Daniel?
There is-
She looked like she was ready to go for the throat. Any opportunity. And to be fair, we have royally screwed up this financial situation, which is fair, okay?
Yes, he must have trillions and trillions and trillions of thrones, though.
Right?
Okay, there was a lot of questions in there. Yes, no, I have no idea, and maybe?
I'm not quite sure which ones you were answering there.
Maybe was the last one of we've royally screwed
I
ourselves.
think he's deep in his robot brain.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I recorded all of that, so like that's
Are you just
definitely right.
replaying back our conversation and commenting on it in your mind?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, I have to respond to it, and therefore I have answered the question.
It's
I
gotta
mean,
be confusing.
isn't that sort of how any conversation goes? Like you think about the conversation in your mind and then you respond to it?
No, I just say the first thing that comes to my mind almost always.
Yeah, that makes
Isn't
sense.
that how what? Yeah.
That makes a lot of
course, everybody
sense.
does that.
You know, Daniel, I feel like so many questions were just answered in that one statement.
Yeah, it's... Well, guys, I think we're here.
Yay!
Do we want to go to the... Well, I guess we got our own ship now, right?
Yeah, we do. We've got the fluffy demeanor.
You know, I just want to point out, though, I just got to throw this in there real quick. I told you so with regards to destination, you know, having some idea of cost, you know, who were the ones that picked the desert planet that I didn't want?
Well, I think it's a great, problem-solving activity, like how to make a...
500 billion thrones.
We don't have to make that much right away, I don't think.
I feel like we need to get at least 95% of the way to that.
That's a lot.
Harden likes us, though.
Not if we don't bring... He's already scolded us for not bringing him treasure.
This is accurate.
Like, seriously loves treasure. He loves us when we bring him treasure ships. That's
We
true.
brought him that treasure ship, though.
One time. It's already been spent in the last expenditure.
Yeah, and we haven't really brought him any new treasure ships recently. Okay, priority number 1. Find Harden some really shiny, really cool-looking treasure. Now, I don't know who should take responsibility over that.
I feel like the person who maybe calls himself Master Treasure Hunter and also picked the planet that I didn't want.
Oh, well, hold on. You got that wrong there. It's Chief Treasure Hunter, and I guess, yeah, that is my responsibility. So I guess as Master of Adventure, I should take on this treasure hunt. And,
So where are we going? Where are we going first?
Well, we're going to go to...
Let's survey the planet a little bit and see what's going on. Harden's given us full access to the sensor suites and whatnot. I think he just trusts us now, though maybe hasn't talked to Susan.
I
lately.
probably have to talk
Susan's
to Susan.
Definitely waiting to use that as ammunition.
Yeah, she's ready to...
I think we could get the firing squad for that.
Yeah, that's what I meant by fired. I don't mean left off the ship, I mean murdered.
You mean like nearest airlock type of situation?
No, guns, then airlock, for sure.
Oh, it's a good thing I can survive in space.
Can you survive multiple last guns?
Last guns aren't so bad. Now, if they bring in like the...
I'm going to remind you of that at some point in the future. I'm going to keep that in my pocket right here, locked and ready to go.
Okay. I mean, I've got subdermal armor now, so I'm fine.
Yeah. Just remember this moment.
Well, looking at this here from the scans, let's see. It looks like there's about 50 or so small cities on the planet.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Let's make a tech use check to find this actual temple.
That's on you, buddy.
What?
Difficulty 5.
I don't do tech uses.
You do machines.
5, you said?
Yeah.
I got a 5, exactly.
Cool. The
That
temple...
was a good roll.
That was.
The temple, or at least readings that appear to be the temple, are in one of the mountainous regions of the planet.
Is the mountainous region near any settlement?
Yes, the nearest settlement is a city called Rihad.
Rihad.
It is still quite away from the mountains, but that is the nearest city to the mountains.
Well, we have the fluffy demeanor, so I mean, that's not that
Well, looking at the mountains, I don't know where the fluffy demeanor could land.
Well, that's good because it hovers.
This is true, but getting down there would be very difficult.
You mean there's not enough space for it to hover? I get
Yes,
ya.
there's not really enough space for it, period, in a lot of that mountainous area. We could try to fly down and figure it out as we go along.
I was just jabbing you,
Okay,
Daniel.
we'll definitely be able to land in the mountains, but we won't be able to land like right next to the temple. Like
That's fair.
we're probably gonna have to do some mountaineering.
Now, my other question for you with regards to the scans is, do you have any idea where the failed terraforming equipment is?
I don't see any evidence of that.
Weird. It's like really big. Like really, really big.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, maybe it's just buried by the sands. Who knows how long it's been destroyed? Like maybe it's been like broken down or salvaged or something.
Because that stuff is also like really expensive.
Oh, yeah, definitely. If we could find some of that, we could bring it back on.
Did you not remember when I pitched that to
That
Susan?
could be like treasure. Great idea, me.
I am going to murder you.
This is good. This is a good plan. But what we can do is we can go to the temple first, get that map right away, and then figure out how to not be financially in debt.
Yeah, I think that's sort of the question. Do we go talk to the locals first and try to see if we can make some money, or do we go to the temple first and try to get the map?
Oh, Jay, do you remember the last two instances of getting the map and what happened shortly thereafter?
Let me see. We went to the one place, and then there was a giant bug, and then the whole temple disappeared. And then the recent place, it was a literal nightmare all the time, and then we almost died.
And then the temple exploded.
Oh, yeah. I remember that part for sure.
So, like, maybe we should, like, focus on, financial concerns.
I guess
before
that's
going,
fair.
because we seem to be a catalyst for temples having problems.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I don't see
Disappear
any
or explode.
Aeldari around here, though. Maybe we'll be okay.
They're real sneaky. Like, those last Aeldari we ran into, like, definitely were there the whole time and we never noticed.
Yep, never count us out. Crafty
You
Aeldari.
Even the Eldari called you an abomination.
What? No, they didn't. They called me, what's the phrase?
Well, he did. Yes.
Monkai? I mean, I've used it before, but I'm sure it means something nice. But I think what we can probably... Wait a second. Could we Venn diagram this shit? And could we turn this Aeldari temple into a flippin' tourist attraction?
What?
Like, come check out this heretical Xenos temple and see what's going on. It's like a find, People want to pay money to see this stuff. Like, what's going on with the space elves with the pointy ears and stuff? Big money. We charge like 65 thrones?
So, by your calculations, how many people in how many years would have to come to this temple in order to pay
Years.
back
I mean,
the
I feel like that
500
takes a little
billion?
bit too long. I mean, 65 thrones per person, which, I mean, arguably is quite a bit. And, I mean, is the population of the planet like trillions and trillions of people?
No.
Okay, well... Ooh, that puts a little bit of a damper into that plan. Yeah, well, I guess, I'll unvenn diagram this, and let's just go to the city and see what's going on there then, I guess.
So I guess we'll make our way to the shuttle bay and board the Fluffy Demeanor.
I agree.
Old Fluff, we'll call him.
Old Fluff.
Do we want to bring anybody with us?
Oh, yeah, I guess we should.
I mean, we don't have to. Sometimes it's more trouble than it's worth, to be perfectly honest.
I feel like maybe we should just, handle this one.
Do you think we should just handle this ourselves?
I mean, it costs money to bring people with us, and I feel like that's against...
Well, not necessarily. If
doing.
they stay on the ship, they gotta eat food that is provided by the ship, and if they come on the planet, they'll just find some stuff.
Well, no, we have to requisition them to then come with us. It's not free. Like, we can't just control people for free.
But I mean, I tell them to get on the shuttle, and they just get on there. I don't even pay them.
No, yeah, Susan does.
Do you not see the financial reports that we get?
Is that all those things I'm signing? That's wait, were those timesheets?
I mean, that's part of it.
Okay. I see what you're saying now. So it's going to cost money to bring somebody with us, but will it cost us even more if we can make a lucrative financial decision?
But why do we need people for that?
Maybe someone's good with numbers and stuff down there.
I thought you were good with numbers. You took a course and everything.
Yeah, look, I'm good at managing people who are good at numbers.
Yeah,
That's the strength that I bring. Delegation is a very unique and powerful skill, and I really have been honing it these last few weeks. you can do all this stuff, is what I'm saying. You've got this. I believe in you.
So we're not bringing any, because we could bring guardsmen, we could bring, I don't know, the mechanical, but like, that's the thing. We have access to everybody on the ship. However, yes, it would cost us extra money, and Susan might not be crazy about that.
I think maybe we should just, have everybody available for support and just try and handle this ourselves.
I mean, is it not a bad idea to at least bring like one platoon? I'm talking about like A squad or Alpha squad, just to bring down
They're
and...
the most expensive squad.
Yeah, but they're the best.
Do you have no idea what that means.
Okay.
What does expense mean?
Then like Zeta squad, but who really wants to talk to those guys? I mean, Beta maybe?
Look, it's your call. I just wanted you to be aware of the choices that you had. I could go either way.
Here's the thing. We know that in the past, there's been, I mean, you read it yourself, there's been like literal battles, or people have been killed trying to negotiate with these people, right?
There's been disputes, is what the records have said. Rogue traders aren't really big on saying that they lost battles, but they said there have been disputes.
Yeah, I assume disputes, quote unquote, has a big asterisk next to it with also subsection, all of our people got killed.
Okay, I'll crunch some numbers for you. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You can pick 3 people.
3?
3.
Okay.
Well, I already got the first one.
Now I gotta remember everybody's name.
I have the first one.
Okay.
Future Guybrush, for sure.
Oh, yeah, future Guybrush. Well, good Guybrush, but maybe we should give him a new name. What do you think? Future Brush.
Man Brush.
How did you go from Future Brush to Man Brush?
Guy to man.
Guy to man.
Guybrush to man brush.
I like it, Man Brush. So Man Brush is coming with us.
God damn it, Jay.
So Man Brush is coming with us.
Man Brush.
What if we also brought, now stick with me here, I think he's honing his skills, Guybrush with us as well.
So we have Man Brush and Guybrush?
Man Brush and Guybrush.
No way that'll
Double
be
the brush.
confusing.
Okay, well now I think I have an idea.
Listen, there's an opportunity where we could, have people be in different places as the same person. I mean, that's some pretty good.
Ooh,
shtick.
some parent trapping.
Yeah, some serious parent trapping.
Okay, I understand.
I mean, look, it's in the Codex, the Space Marine Codex, for a reason.
Parent trapping?
Yeah, parent trapping is in there.
What codex are you?
Alfarius' Codex.
It might actually be in there. Okay,
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Alpha Legion is filled with clones. Andrew.
I have a third person for you, and I think this will be a good test of the course that you took.
I thought weren't the Alpha Legion evil?
Who knows? Yes, according to the Emperor, very evil. We're not sure.
Definitely heretical. I think the third person we'll take should be Barnaby.
What? Why would we take Barnaby?
Because I think that'll be a good test of the skills that you've learned as a manager.
Wait, are you saying I wasted my vote on Guybrush? And now we gotta have Barnaby?
That's right.
No, wait! We both equal had one vote, right?
No, it was I had a vote, then you had a vote, then I had a vote.
Huh.
And there's only 3, so you just don't get a second vote.
But that seems like you got more votes than me.
I feel like I should get a vote.
Oh yeah, you know what? Daniel will be the tiebreaker. Daniel, who do you want to come as the third person?
I keep doing really obvious.
Well, I was
going
to say we should bring Guybrush.
Oh, well, we already got
All right,
Guybrush.
so then, I mean, it's vetoed, so then I get the last one
Wait,
because
what?
it comes around full circle.
Wait, what do you mean?
It was me, then you, and then he voted
Because I
the
voted
same
for
person.
Guybrush and he voted for him as well?
No,
means-
you voted for old Guybrush. I voted for young Guybrush. And then Andrew's voting for Barnaby.
Wait, now
Yeah.
I'm forgetting things. I thought you voted for Man Brush and I voted for Guybrush.
No, I think we've convinced you. So Barnaby's coming.
I feel
up.
like we need to get out a clipboard and start figuring all of this out.
Yeah, we
It's
need
okay.
some graphs.
I have it all recorded.
Okay, just play it back then. What if we also brought, now stick with me here, I think he's honing his skills.
Man Brush.
Oh my god, yeah, I did say that. Wow, did that sound like me?
Yeah.
Is it just the playback with
that's
your
how you
system?
sound all the time.
Okay, well I guess I picked Man Brush then. And then I guess you picked Guybrush, so I guess...
Barnaby's
We're
coming
really
with
calling
us.
him Man Brush?
Yes!
Okay.
I mean, it was my idea, you just heard the recording.
I guess you're right. Yeah, it was your idea.
Huh, alright. I feel odd about this, how this whole thing went down, but I guess that's how the voting works. Damn it!
So we'll get the 3 soldiers. land outside the city or land outside the temple?
Outside the city, yeah.
Okay.
All right, Daniel. Well, I'm going to shut you down while we get the whole band together.
Okay.
All right, shutting you down.
Thanks for listening to this grimdark tale. It seems our boys have their team in place, but a heavy task lays before them. Can they locate this map and resolve their financial predicament? Tune in next time to find out. Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a Servo skull and helping these two as Game Master. And if you've enjoyed this episode, why not leave us a rating and review on iTunes? It would be most appreciated. Our theme song was composed by Kyle Fryer. You can check out his music on SoundCloud. Are you interested in more episodes of Wrath and Story? And I don't mean what we have here on our regular feed. I'm talking about secret episodes. I'm talking about bonus adventures. Well, for more content and these bonus episodes, check out our Patreon. Every pledge helps to support the show and unlock new and exciting opportunities. You can check out other similar podcasts on partialarc.com, such as Roll to Seize, a podcast all about the wargame Warhammer 40k and its universe. You can tune into Roll to Seize every final Wednesday of the month. And if you're looking for another actual play podcast with plenty of humor and adventure, check out Friday Night Quests, a podcast much like Wrath and Story, but set in a fantastical and equally hilarious world of Dungeons and Dragons. There you may recognize the familiar voice of Jay Jones, and occasionally you'll hear Andrew and Daniel drop by the show as well, along with many more ridiculous and wonderful characters. Definitely check it out. Of course, you can always follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all at Partial Arc. And if you have any questions for Daniel and the boys, send them an email at wrathandstory@gmail.com. That's with the "and" spelled out. We may even answer them on one of our next episodes, so stay tuned. Until next time, goodbye.